Wow, we got some minty Manitoba weather happening here, you know? Look at this. Anyway, so I figured, what a good are dashboard lights if they're not all on. Am I right or am I wrong? Right? Right? Look at that. Get a little bit of a bumpy road, that's what comes on right away. The rest of them is like whatever. But yeah, getting up there, almost 300K. Let's go, boys. Oh yeah, baby. 266 original kilometers. Finally did the wheel bearings. Only one was toast. The other one was still pretty good. That's gotta be a record there somewhere. But you did a really good job when you got spare parts left over. Right? Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's go wash this car. Yeah, just doing some trunk work on this 61 Pontiac I got going on here. Just figure I get the last remaining bits of the little tiny bits of rust that were on this thing out. As you can see, like over here, I split this open so I can get all the chunks out of there, whatnot, before I seal it up with some POR and some seam sealer and then squeeze that back together so it's sealed. The biggest one was right here. This here was all blown out. Like, it was bad, so I got another chunk of steel in there. I kind of cut it wrong, but that's okay. I can make it work. Got another one, little chunk here. Same as I did on the other end. So we got that going on. I mean, this is, if you look here, this is not even rusted out. Like, this is how nice this car is. It's not rusted out here at all, which is pretty good for a Manitoba car. So I guess you could call this, one of the better minty Manitoba vehicles. So, yeah. So, like I said, dug all that seam sealer out of there, the old stuff, so I can put new stuff in and seal it up with POR. Clean it up real nice. Get this thing going as nice as I want it. Because there's been a couple of incomplete welds here and there that I'm fixing up as well. Like here, I did this. So, I mean, all in all, this car is coming together quite nicely. And, yeah, she's almost done, man. She's almost ready for paint. Yeah, getting things done in here. It's all dirty in here again. Got my patches welded in. Got some more patches welded in. Completed the welds on the other side. I still got to drill some holes for that quarter panel around the wheel well and attach that properly. Now, I was just thinking to myself, I should really start looking around for a fuel cell or something for this car, because the fuel tank, I got to get a fuel tank for it. This car cannot go on a frame until I get a fuel tank, which sits under here. And you will not get one in or out with the X-frame in the way, because it sits right about here somewhere. So now, I gotta look around for a fuel cell. I have an old one sitting there, but it's pretty crusty inside. I don't know. Maybe with some miracle I can get something going with it, but I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Yeah, we'll see. To look around and see how much one of those is going to cost to get up here or get one made or something. Yeah. On today's little agenda, we're going to POR all this. Get it ready for when I do some seam sealer. Get this thing all sealed up underneath, and vice versa. And then while I'm at it, because one can ain't going to cover. One can actually does a lot of work. Like, it covers a lot of stuff. I'm going to get the wagon over here too. Get the POR in the frame rails where I want it. One of these fenders too. I'm going to do some PORing inside one of these fenders down on the bottom here before I weld it all up. But yeah, this is another thing. I'll get this thing ready to be welded too. Now I'm pretty sure I don't need to do any more welding over there. Well, at least not much. I think I got a little bit left in the wheel tub there, and that's it. Other than that, yeah. So, but before I do anything, I should go and get some gasoline for the yard bitch. Yeah. And I got to figure out what I'm doing with this fuel tank, because I don't think this is any good. So yeah, busy day again. Yeah, there we go. We are working, yes. So, did a little bit of work on the Ford here. As you can see, I totally POR'd that whole frame as much as I could, inside and out. Make it look good, as well as inside the hole there. That'll help protect it at least for a little while. Other than that, yeah, getting ready here to start doing a little bit of welding and a little bit of fixing here and there. You know, door, well, not so much a fender. It's not a door. So I got to fix the fender a little bit. Fix that. Straighten and fix. Straighten. Do a little more straightening and straighten that out. There doesn't seem to be any holes here on this side anyways, because there was mice on the other side, so nothing got in here, so that's good. So this is still all pretty solid. So we're gonna fix this up best we can, straighten it up the best we can, and that's it. She'll be minty. Other than that, yeah. Looks like this thing has been through a couple fences in its time. So, yeah. This is going to be perfect. It's going to be so nice when it's ready to roll. Look at that. Natural patina. Now, I don't know why this fender faded more than the rest of the car. Doesn't make any sense, unless this fender has been changed at one time. But I don't see any signs of that. So, I don't know. I kind of like it, but same time, I'm like, it doesn't really match the rest of the car. I mean, it kind of matches the hood a little bit. But, I don't know. Give her a nice clear coat over that, and she'll be fine. Yeah. Just needs more work. As with everything else around here, needs a little more work. Still runs and drives, by the way. Runs and drives real good. Right into other vehicles, that is. There you have it. I decided to go with a little bit of weight reduction on it, you know. Go a little faster that way. Yeah. Oh. Looks pretty good so far. Yeah. I think I'll zip tie that down just so it doesn't fall into the fan when I drive it around the yard or something. Yes. It does still run and drive. Yeah, you know, it's a no-brainer why old Dan wants this here truck back. I mean, this is a, you know, pre-DD Survivor here. I mean, this thing is still pretty mint considering how old it is and how long I've been having it and how long it's been driving around. Like, this is still not too bad. Still fairly solid under here. But in good old DD fashion, we're taking a little stroll down history lane here, and well, this here fender had a big wallop here, and I guess he was trying to pull it out and kind of gave up and just schmooed right over that before schmooing was a word. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, other than that, this fender's still pretty mint. Good thing I'm going to cut it up because down here it's a lot more rougher, plus the big dent and a few other things here and there. This fender is going to be used as parts for that fender, which is fairly good shape as well. So that's what we're going to do with that. I was thinking about cutting this one apart for this one, but I don't want to mess with that. So it's easier to mess around with the front and the little tiny bit that it needs on the bottom on the other one. Other than that, yeah, she's mint, boys. Yeah. I shouldn't say totally mint. I mean, this fender's toast. Like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty rotten here on the bottoms. Of course, where the battery box sits and the battery acid sits in there, the battery box is toast. These, well, they're always toast. That, usually toast. So, I think I'm going to have to phone up old Reg and open up the old wallet and buy one of those and 2 of those. That's what I'm thinking. The rest of it I have. Like, look, even these. Still mint. Absolutely mint. My goodness. Now, this one I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about this one. I might try to clamp it into something. Weld a strip on here or something with the bolts and maybe and I'll put a come along on it or whatever, and I'll just pull this out until I can get this straightened. That's the ugly spot right now. This is all pushed in. So that's what I might do here. Just clean this up, weld a couple of chunks, enough to get a bolt or something through it, and try to pull it out. Once I get that, then I'll move down here and see what I can do here. Not much I can do here. Not much at all. But if I get this straightened out, at least then I can go get a new bottom piece here. I'd scavenge it off the other one, but that's totally rusted right out. So, I'm going to see what I can do here. Yeah, not much. But if I get this pulled out, then at least I have the rest of this to go. Then I can just replace this bottom part here, and yeah. But look at the rest of it. Mint. Already checked underneath for dents. There's no dents. So this one does not appear to have any real body fill except for right about here. You can see where it's bubbling up a little bit. So we're going to fix that with metal from scavenge fender. I did cut some off. It's even got the curve. A little too much curve, but that's okay. Straightening's better than anything else there. We'll do that. And then clean this thing right up. Now, unfortunately, it's blue, and I like the blue. You know, it's got some patina coming through here now. But the truck is green. So, it's not going to stay blue forever. There you go. Well, that didn't come out too terrible. Turns out all she needed was some little bit of hardwood, if you know what I mean. And of course, my favorite body hammer. Yeah, came out not too bad there. It's just folded in right in there now. Just got to pop that out, smooth it out, and it should look good. Not too bad. Didn't think it was going to be that quick and easy, but sometimes I surprise myself. Good morning. Little sunrise behind me. Lovely. Apparently it's going to be a really nice day again. All I need to do is get my dog to stop trying to tangle me up. Silly. So, I mean, we're pretty much on the cusp of elections here right away, where we choose one of the leaders of the country, I guess. And so the debate's been going back and forth between, I've seen a lot of people talking back and forth online about shit. beautiful. Beautiful out there. So they've been going on and on. And so, geese. So they've been going on and on about Mark Carney, and well, obviously we see a lot of Mark Carney, or as I call him, Mark Kami, in his book and everything else. A lot of people have been looking into his book and into his past and into his own philosophies, which is not really his own philosophies. It's more like Karl Marx, and seeing a lot of Maoism in the liberals right now and stuff. But anyway, so talking to people and listening to what they got to say, a lot of people, there's one person in particular, she's voting liberal no matter what, because Pierre's dangerous somehow. She spouts out that he's going to take away all these rights and freedoms and everything else, even though there's no proof of it. I said, show me the pudding. And anybody, and this is with everybody, all they could show me is CBC dribble. CBC articles, CBC this, CBC that. Meanwhile, the CBC is an arm of the government. So, all the government propaganda goes through the TV into people's brains, and then they spout out CBC talking points brought to you by the people who pay them. Isn't that amazing? So, there's one particular girl I know. She's going on, and the whole reason, because I can't think of any other reason, the reasons why she's voting liberal is mainly because she was in an abusive relationship once. Now, I'm not making this up. It's like, well, I was in an abusive relationship, therefore, wow. So you're gonna vote for people who love abusing power. It's interesting, to say the least. Then you got all the boomers that are running around giving the middle finger to everybody and basically giving the middle finger to Canada. I don't know, man. It's going to be a close one. I can't say who's going to win this one. I just know, all I know is if one gets in, I have to scramble. I have to scramble a bit. Get stuff done, get it out, get it gone. If the other one gets in, I got at least 4 more years. 4 more years to, get my shit together. That's all I gotta say.